shot, give me some. Just put your feelings all in, yeah. Get it done anytime, anyone. Call it, yeah. Give me some, oh yeah. Number one, give me ones, oh yeah, yeah. Top five, not four, not three, not two. Not four, not three, not two. Say what I mean, I do. Top five, not four, not three, not two.
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. On today, this is the Keeping It Raw podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to talk about the Colorado Buffs and Shedeur Sanders and the miracle on Folsom Field. Definitely, man, this is what you wanted to see with the Colorado Buffs. You wanted to see Shedeur make plays like this. You wanted the team to just answer the call, man, of being able to win some football games. And, man, this miracle that Shedeur threw to Lajohntay Webster was off the chain, man. If he does not make the catch and make the play, the Colorado Buffs pretty much are going to lose this football game. And Shedeur Sanders comes up with the throw of a lifetime to be able to get this team in contention to win this game. And that's all you can ask for. And I'm glad, just looking at the team, they're starting to play better. They're starting to get after the quarterback. They're starting to gel a little bit. And this is what you want to see from the Colorado Buffs. You didn't want to see a team that was non-existent in the run game. They're starting to run the ball. I've talked about that for several weeks, that this team got to find a guy to run the ball. I think that if they stick with Hayden and Micah Welch, they're going to be fine in the run game. All they have to do is stick with those two guys as their two main running backs. Focus on that. Allow those guys to be who they are. And definitely, man, you'll be able to have the success that you need to have with running the football. You can't be a one-dimensional team. When you're a one-dimensional team, teams are able to figure you out. And you're not that easy to figure out because you're going to throw the ball. Or if you're a team that just runs the ball all the time, they're going to try to stack the box so that they can stop you from running. So you always want to be a team that comes with that balanced attack. And that's what I think that Colorado is starting to get better at and starting to take off in doing. Because at first they was not doing these things. It was just throwing the ball 1,000 times and not really running the football. And then I understand when you get down in the games, you have no choice but to pass the football. You have no choice but to throw the football when you're down 28-0 or 21-0 because you're trying to get back in the game. So definitely, man, I love what the team is doing. I'm happy that they're starting to win. It's, the schedule is still going to get brutal, but you still got to find ways to win. Travis Hunter is the real deal. To me, this is my opinion, and my opinion probably only. I think that Travis Hunter needs to be a receiver, man. And I think that he could be brought in on some packages to play corner in the NFL. Travis Hunter needs the ball in his hand. He's one of those guys that's good with the ball in his hands. And he's proven that week in and week out. This game he had, 7 catches for 130 yards. Either position pays, is going to pay well. If you're a lockdown corner in the NFL, if you're a lockdown corner in the NFL, you're going to get a heavy contract. And if you're a great receiver in the NFL, you will get a good contract. To me, just watching him week in and week out, I think that he should go in as a receiver. Now, initially, I don't know what he's going to do because he's going to have to pick one. You're either going to be the full-time corner or you're going to be the full-time receiver. And I'm sure if he goes in as a corner, he can be brought in on packages that will allow him to play receiver. I don't think in the NFL he's going to be able to play both sides of the ball the whole entire game. That's just not going to happen. And that never happened with Coach Prime. And that's never happened with Charles Woodson or any of these other guys, Champ Bailey, that have played both ways in the NFL. That's not going to happen. It's just way too dangerous, man. And you don't want the guy to get hurt because he's playing so many reps and so many snaps on the field. So with Travis Hunter, I think that he's going to have to make a decision on which position he wants to go in the NFL in as a receiver or a corner. To me, he is a great receiver. This kid can catch. This kid will go up and snag balls. Travis Hunter is the real deal, man. Definitely is one of the best college players in football. And I watch a lot of videos, and I've seen a lot of guys kind of slander Shedeur because the team is struggling. It's not Shedeur's fault, man. If the line is not blocking, I don't care who the quarterback is. It could be Tom Brady. I don't care if it's Patrick Mahomes. If that front line is not blocking for you, man, you're going to be in trouble. If the front line is not blocking for you week in and week out, you're going to be in trouble and you're going to be running for your life every single game. And now the offensive line is playing a little bit better, and they're allowing Shedeur to be Shedeur. And you see when Shedeur gets time to look, he would destroy your defense. Shedeur needs to get it in his mind that he's not Tom Brady. You're not just a stand in the pocket guy. You're going to be a guy that can make throws on the run, and sometimes you're going to have to run. You're going to have to take a chance and run sometime. All you got to do is get down and slide. If you don't want to take those big hits, get out of bounds or slide. It's going to be the same thing when you get into the NFL. You're either going to get down on the ground and slide, or you're going to get abused by some of the best defensive players in college football or in the NFL as well. And I think that Shedeur needs to learn that. You don't have to be Mike Vick. You don't have to be Justin Fields. You don't have to be Lamar Jackson. You don't have to be none of the best running quarterbacks, because truth be told, Patrick Mahomes doesn't run a whole lot. But at the same time, he can run and make plays. That's what you need to be capable of doing, extending plays with your legs. And if you need to use your legs, you use your legs. You're not the type of quarterback that Tom Brady is. Tom Brady doesn't have the speed to really make big runs and stuff like that. He's more of a standstill guy with a quick release to get the football out of his hands. Now that's something that Shedeur is going to have to work on too as well, having a quick release and getting the ball out of his hands quick. But I think that he can do it. But there's some people out there thinking like, man, no, man, Shedeur Sanders is not a first-round quarterback. You're crazy. If you think that Shedeur Sanders is not a first-round talent, you got to be out of your mind. This kid is a first-round quarterback and a top 10 quarterback. When he has the protection, Shedeur Sanders will eat you up and spit you out. And I'm just keeping it a buck. He will. So I'm glad that they starting to run Michael Welch. Can't wait till Dallas Hayden gets back, because I think that those two guys need to be the feature running backs. Charlie O, bring him in every now and then. But I think that Colorado needs to stick with Michael Welch, and they need to stick with Dallas Hayden as the two running backs to give the football to. I think that if they do that, they're going to be fine, and they don't have to worry about anything. They'll be cool in the run game. Those two guys can get it done. But definitely, man, great play by Lajohntay Webster to be able to take this thing into overtime, and then for the defense to make the stops at the end of this game in order to put themselves in a position, because if the kid doesn't fumble the football, they probably could end up losing this game. But they ended up winning the game, and now they just got to figure out how to be consistent, how to have a balanced attack, not just be throwing 50 passes a game, but learn how to run the football. If you're getting 4 and 5 yards of pop, we'll take that. We'll take that, because eventually, if you got a good running game, eventually the run game will wear down the defense, and eventually they're going to break one. They're going to break a 20 or 30-yard scamper down the field. Or they might even go the distance and go 60 or 70 yards, depending on who it is. But, man, I love everything that I'm seeing from Colorado to be able to change the format, to be able to change what they're doing. And I love it, man. Shout out to Coach Prime for getting these guys ready, because some of these games are going to be difficult. They're not going to be easy games. But when you have a good coach, and when you make the adjustments, because football is all about making adjustments. You know what I mean? Use those crossing routes with Travis Hunter and Jimmy Horn. Use those crossing routes because they'll help you. They'll help you. So that's what I want to see, man. I just want to see the team get better, and that's what I'm starting to see, that these guys are starting to get to the quarterback. Because at first the defense was sucky and crappy, but now they're starting to get better. They couldn't get to the quarterback. They couldn't run the football. And if you can't do those two things, that's going to hurt you and make you a one-dimensional team. You need to be able to run the football, and you need to be able to play some solid defense, not giving up the big plays like they normally do. Colorado is known for giving up big, huge chunks of yardage and big plays. But in this game, they're starting to get better. They did kind of suck on special teams, but I'm sure the special teams is going to get better too as well. Can't be giving up those long touchdowns like that. But every now and then it's going to happen. It is the game of football. You can't always stop every single thing. Sometimes guys are going to score on special teams. It's just going to happen. It's part of the game. But I love it, man. I love what I'm seeing for them Colorado Buffs. I love that Coach Prime is starting to make the adjustments in the game. I'm starting to love that he's running the football, is which I've been saying from day one, that you have to have a featured running back. And what I mean by that, you need to have your guy that you're going to go to, but also have the guy that's going to come in and back him up. You need that guy as well. So whether it's Micah Welch running the football or it's Hayden running the football, one of these guys need to be the featured running back, and the other guy just comes in and hits you off as well. Say for instance, Michael Welch runs a 50-yard touchdown, and he's a little bit tired or whatever. Okay, go ahead and go out there, Hayden. We could put Hayden out there to do some things. So this is what I want to see, man. I want to see the team get better. I want to see them be more competitive. I want to see them go to a bowl game this year. Definitely want to see Colorado, because this is the last year that Coach Prime is going to have his boys. He's not going to have Shiloh no more. He's not going to have Travis Hunter no more. He's not going to have Shedeur anymore. He's not going to have Jimmy Horn. All those guys are be going to the NFL. So you got to enjoy the ride, because it's the last ride and it's the last event for the big breakup, where these guys are going to go to the pros. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen going forth with the next game with this team. But definitely, man, I'm just happy that they're making the adjustments finally, and that the team is doing what they need to do to win big games and to win close games. Because nobody probably expected for Colorado to win every week. Nobody really expects Colorado to win. They're probably expecting Coach Prime to lose every single game. But he did not. He did not lose this game. He found a way. His team worked all the kinks out. And now they walk away with the victory, man, which I love. I definitely love that they finally walked away with the victory. And I know that everybody is definitely happy in Colorado that these guys are starting to play better, that the linemen are starting to block, the defense is starting to make plays and get big plays on defense to making stops on the field. And then now you got to be able to get that special teams to not give up big touchdowns like they did. But other than that, man, Travis Hunter is box office. He's going to go in the top 10. Shedeur is going to go in the top 10. Jimmy Horn, I can see Jimmy being drafted maybe in the third, maybe or the third or the fourth round. Maybe could even be drafted in the second round. Never know. But I see those guys definitely doing some things in the NFL, man. Those guys are going to be box office, man. So leave it in the comment section. What do you think about the Colorado Buffs win against the Baylor Bears? Big win for Coach Prime. Big win for the Colorado Buffs. And I'll get back to you guys soon with another video. I'm out of here until next time. Peace.
Big shot, give me some. Just put your feelings all in, yeah. Get it done anytime, anyone. Call it, yeah. Give me some, oh yeah. Number one, anyone's, oh yeah, yeah. Top five, not four, not three, not two. Not four, not three, not two. Say what I mean, I do. Top five.